Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing fine. Today we're gonna have the second tournament match. Yesterday were really close races between Lux and Phobos and Kleve and Vayne. So today we're gonna spice it up with two runners, BigDeutch and ssjHenrik. They are pretty close on the leaderboard, so it should be a very close race today. What are you thinking about it, Kleb?
Yeah, I think so as well. I feel like I can't really predict how Henrik is going to play. I haven't seen him play too much lately. He didn't stream too much. Um, BigDeutch, he's been um, he's been coming back to Ori Speedrunning, and now he's got a really good time pretty quickly. So
Yeah, he was
I feel like
PBing
he
like
can
every
definitely
week.
compete with Henrik, who's like a veteran who's already at the top since the beginning of this leaderboard.
Yeah, we can also say both didn't practice very much because Big Deutsch has a very hard schedule. He doesn't have much time to play Ori. He has like projects on his own. And Henrik has like a family and has work to do as well. So both didn't really practice that much for this tournament. So it can be a even pace because neither of them did really much practice.
Yeah, I feel like it's still Henrik favorite though, because he's just playing since much longer, but I still think it can be definitely much closer than yesterday.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yesterday it wasn't really that far beyond, but yeah, I see your point. It was like 4 to 3 minutes both races, so yeah, maybe
Right.
we have this time like 10 seconds or something like that.
That'd be cool. All right, I think we're ready to start, right?
Yeah, we're just waiting for the runners at this point. So as the runners are starting, do you want to say what this route is about? Like, what is NMG?
All right. It seems we're starting on both timers now. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Um, generally, this is any percent, no menu glitches. Um, generally, you want to get your gear really quickly because in this category, you have like a holy trinity of items, which allow you to really easily break sequences and end the game really quickly, which is first sword, dash, and sentry. With sword and dash, you can basically clip out of bounds anywhere you want, which is really important to the run because you can skip a major parts of the game by just going out of bounds. And right now, we already see them torch hovering to get back up in the Inkwater Marsh. This is not something you would do casually. This is only possible by like exploiting that the torch doesn't make you lose height.
Yeah, it pretty much kills your downwards momentum if you do an up slash with it.
Yeah, and the runners are now heading to Over to buy Sentry there, and Sentry is probably the most broken ability in this game. With a combo with Sword, giving you like Sentry jumps, and Sentry jumps are jumps that give you insane amounts of height. With that, you can like jump over most cutscenes and boss fights, which is really useful.
Yeah, because the developers thought you can't get these heights and they just didn't put the hitbox of the bosses
Yeah.
very high, so you can skip most of them.
So Hendrik's gonna get Sentry for now. Sentry is not gonna be too useful at the beginning of the run because we don't have the combo with the sword yet, so we can't actually do Sentry jumps, so we're not gonna use it instantly. But later on, as we collect the rest of the main abilities we need to finish the run as quickly as possible, we'll see some Sentry jumps.
So coming up here is Bowroom. It is most likely the most hated room in the whole speedrun because of one enemy, the mosquitoes. And it is not the enemy, it is just the placement of the enemies. Because if the enemies are too close to you, the camera won't zoom out and you won't see the map where you have to shoot later on. So
Yeah.
this makes this room very obnoxious to go through.
It's also like the bow that we will get. Henrik's a little bit ahead here. He's gonna get the bow at the tree right here. It has like a little auto aim, and the auto aim is really, really annoying because sometimes you just auto aim on enemies that you really do not want to shoot, and it can be very annoying. And this is a rather frustrating part of the run where many resets often happen.
So as you see here, the mosquito is just in Henrik's way. He even knocks him down.
Even knocks him down. We get our first mosquito.
Really, really annoying. In most runs, this would be instant reset.
Yeah.
Because this is just losing like 10 seconds for nothing. You can't really do something for that. Oh,
and both runners. BigDeutch also getting a little bit fucked up by the mosquito here. So Borum is retreating as well.
I was a bit nervous because he held left and then Sentry then held right after that. He didn't think he'd make it, I think. But
yeah,
I don't
here
know
we're
why.
gonna see a cool skip by Henrik as well. He just laid on top like 2 text animations. You would usually get a text animation for the energy and the ice zone, and he just collected them both at the same time, so he basically skips one. That's pretty neat.
So Henrik made his way now to Twillin in Warlock's Hollow. This is the guy where we later buy shards from. When we have the Spirit Light we need. But that's we just collect later on.
And now coming up, you see this purple eye in the ground. When you shoot this purple eye, the door to the teleporter is gonna open, and Henrik did a trick here, which we call arrow drop. When you pause the game on the first frame, after releasing your arrow, it drops into the ground, and you can actually hit the purple eye through the ground, which is really useful into not having to lower the poison water here. And now he's just gonna swim through the water, getting a save point on the way to go, and then...
the developers didn't really remove save points later on because they didn't think someone would really swim down there in the poisonous water or try to swim down to a save point.
Especially when we are playing on easy, you can just
damage boost
so much, so you can just
yeah, you only get like 5 damage and you have 30 health, so you can easily swim to the checkpoint here. So BigDeutch is making his way to the checkpoint now.
Hopefully he's gonna get the checkpoint. There he is.
Okay, nice.
It's actually quite bad if you don't get the checkpoint in the water, because then you can get soft lock, which would be the worst in such a race we have right here.
Then you would have to load a backup save, and that would be behind Bowroom. You have to do Bowroom again if you load the backup save.
Yeah. And right now Henrik got the next ability we were talking about, which is Dash. Dash being really nice for just general movement, just speeds up the whole run. And now there's going to be upcoming the infamous trick called Dash to Sword, which is the out of bounds movement you do from Dash to Sword. This is basically to get your early gear quicker, because you can get Dash first and then Sword by doing this out of bounds. And by doing this, instead of doing it the casual way, you actually skip the whole owl fight you would usually do when you play casually. Yeah.
Yeah, because we just clip into the sword area without fighting the boss at any given point in the game. And we can just use the teleporter we activated back above and just teleport to this.
Right. Henrik is actually out of bounds right now. He's trying, he's failing a little bit. Oh no, that's gonna be a void. That's gonna be really bad. So BigDeutch is gonna be able to catch up here a little bit. We have also have to mention that this is a very, very hard out of bounds trick. This is probably the hardest trick, or the hardest out of bounds of the run, because you can get voided a lot, meaning that you get set back to your save point. This is like a mechanic of games that when you go out of bounds, it just puts you back at your last save because the developers obviously don't want you to be out of bounds. So yeah, Henrik's looking to get it right now. If he doesn't avoid, that's the sword scene. So no, he died.
He
That's
just
really
had to wait
bad.
there. No, Henrik, just have a little bit of patience.
Ooh, that's
Maybe
really
tomorrow.
bad. And BigDeutch is actually ahead right now. So if he
and he can't really die. And now he just goes back inbounds.
he goes back inbounds, and now if he doesn't fail the coyote, he's gonna be fine.
Okay,
Ooh.
nice, got it.
For a second, I
That's
thought.
very
And now Henrik, BigDeutch, I mean, is getting sword. Which is also really fun about this. You actually have to get to the left platform of the sword tree. You can't drop down because this is the first tree of the game. It has a cutscene attached to it, so you have to activate the cutscene to the left of it. But Henrik now getting it as well. If he doesn't fail the coyote,
nice.
yes,
Okay, he
really
got it.
good.
Now
So
it's a close race again.
we got a really close race here. Yesterday it was Dash to Sword was a big separator for both the runners, but this is pretty close. There we also see the first use of sentry jumps, where you just zoom up in the air.
Yeah, you just have to hold up basically and press sentry and sword on the same frame, so basically at the same time. And you just get a huge boost in height. You don't have to jump, you don't have to do anything, you just have to press sentry and sword and up. That's all you have to do. And
Great.
you just get shot into the air.
BigDeutch is now heading back to Twillen, who we saw before. Now we actually have some Spirit Light. We only have 200, though we do a cool trick here to have the shop open while playing as well.
Because we can shop at the well, for example.
Yeah. And the cool thing about it is we can also have more Spirit Light. We can just spend more Spirit Light in the shop than we actually have. So we don't have to collect too much Spirit Light than we actually need.
Yeah, you
which is
basically
quite
need
convenient.
just to buy one item. So you need only 150 Spirit Light to buy all the things because your Spirit Light doesn't get reset if you buy one thing. So you always have the 200 Spirit Light at the shop if you do this glitch.
And BigDeutch is now coming up to a pretty major skip of this game. This is called Silent Clip, what he's gonna do now. And normally this section where he is right now, the game would block you off with the poison water, right? And the game would tell you to go back and do another mission to do the wellspring. There you see, he just goes out of bounds and goes on the top of the scene there, and just ignores the whole poison water, which basically skips the whole wellspring quest where you have to clear the water. So this is a very major skip.
And what he did there, he just hit a checkpoint because checkpoints in this game just reach out of bounds. And if you reach a checkpoint and you QTM, so you go back to menu and load the save again, you just get set inbounds from the game because you reached this checkpoint. And checkpoint only has one point where it spawns you, if you got it.
Ooh, BigDeutch taking a little depth here, so this is some time Henrik can catch up on. And now in Silent Woods, you're gonna see a lot of those sentry jumps and sentry dashes as well. Sentry dashes giving you even more height than sentry jumps and even with more speed. BigDeutch having a little bit of problem here in Bubbles, dying a lot, so...
Yeah, the problem with Bubbles is if you die once, it's pretty much over because you can't do your normal strats because the cycles are all messed up, so... I get why he's struggling here when
it's
he died once.
pretty hard, even then when you're under tournament pressure, I guess it's even worse.
Yeah.
It's really easy to die there because the ground is just a one-shot kill.
Yeah, it's like quicksand. It just sucks you in and then Ori drowns in the quicksand, more or less. So it's really not that fun to drown there. So
now
we see Henrik entering.
Henrik entering Silent Woods now too, so...
It isn't that much of a difference.
BigDeutch actually doing a big cutscene skip right here now too. This is called coup skip, because usually in this area you would get coup back and play this whole next area on coup, but we can skip the cutscene by doing a precise sentry dash and dashing on over the cutscene like most cutscenes. And we just do the whole rest of the section without Q, which is actually quite convenient, because if you're on Q, it's quite clunky to play and pretty slow.
Yeah, we have to do many damage beasts because we can't really fly without Q. So we have to sentry jump everywhere we want to go.
Right.
This movement is pretty clean if you're like a top runner like these guys are. Because normally you don't die here at this
There's
point.
an impressive sentry dash right there.
Yeah.
Also, Henrik now doing Q skip as well.
And BigDeutch skipping another cutscene there. I mean, it isn't that bad if you watch the cutscene, but it still takes like 10 to 20 seconds if you watch it, so...
And he does the next cutscene skip as well. And now he's heading forward to feeding grounds. And feeding grounds is a really big area for the game again, just like the poison water skip. You here basically skip the entire rest of the game, because like you see here, he flies up into this cutscene and flies up into the ceiling, which allows him to skip this burrow sand right there. And usually the game forces you to have all the wisps to actually go there. By doing this trick, you don't have to have all the wisps, so you don't have to do all the quests in the game to continue here.
This is only working because when you trigger the cutscene not at the bottom where it's supposed to be triggered, Shriek just doesn't want to get inbounds, let's say inbounds, yeah. And she never attacks you if you're not in the right position in feeding grounds. Normally she would kill you if you're just somewhat near the entrance to Willow's End here.
Yeah, and BigDeutch is actually on a really good pace right now. I feel like 12:30 right here. He just did a clip we didn't really explain right now. This was the elevator skip. You may remember when playing casually that there's a big elevator sequence coming up into Willow. This is like the entrance of Willow. And we just skipped the whole sequence by going out of bounds because it's pretty slow and the fight is pretty hard as well to do. Henrik now dying a little bit. Ooh, that's a really rough death right there.
You don't really like to see that, no. It sets you really far back if you die there.
Yeah, he really far actually. And BigDeutch now heading up into Willow, so BigDeutch is pretty far ahead right now. Henrik has to get the extra health, which is pretty creative, honestly. haven't seen that.
I mean, he's doing backup strats right now, I think, because he basically knows he isn't in the lead, I think.
Yeah, you also have to pay attention. Henrik's timer is a little bit higher right now, so we have to pay attention to that as well.
Yeah, true, we race in game time, not RTA, that's true. Right now, BigDeutch is just entering Willow. We just skipped the beginning cutscene and it just places you inside of Willow, if we do that. And we, of course, don't want to defeat the hearts we usually would defeat to get to the end of Willow. We do a little trick. It's called Willow Skip, of course, because we skipped the whole area Willow. We just go to the top of this area and the game the last Shriek fight arena area is placed on top of this area. So if we go out of bounds on top of this area, we can just walk to the Shriek area where we fight the last boss, basically.
Yeah. And this was also, again, such a big time save over doing the casual strats. If you think about speedrunning this game, you probably didn't think you could beat it in such a short amount of time. Like in 20 minutes is really impressive.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff that you skip, and it's really cool in my opinion.
Yeah, basically the hearts take like 20 minutes if you do them casually, even in no out of bounds speedruns.
More than 20 minutes if you do them casually for the first time. I feel like it took me a long time to get them. So BigDeutch now trying to get out of bounds here in Willow, and there he goes.
Well, please don't softlock. Thank you. Okay, nice.
Henrik, meanwhile, doing the elevator skip, which we talked about before. Ooh, shouldn't miss the sentry there. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
You got it. And now please don't void Henrik and get fast to launch.
So Henrik still has a quite decent chance here because BigDeutch is now coming up to the last skip of the game, which is called map kill. We can kill Shriek with a very certain technique by clipping into the ground,
Oh
and
my
BigDeutch just first tried to clip, which is incredible.
This is insane.
This is incredible.
And
He
he
just
got
first tried to
in
clip.
the
That's
next
1530 killing Shriek. That's really good.
Oh my god. What did he do?
That's the second first try clip, and I think in the whole tournament. This is really, really good, and he got the cutscene skip. So this is a really quick finish from BigDeutch here.
Yeah, basically we have to watch the cutscene because after this cutscene you have to do a few last inputs. It's just holding right because Ori has to do a slow walk to the tree orb and then you become a tree and the game is over basically. So the
I'm really impressed by the first tries of the clip in this tournament. I felt like that map kill was going to be such a big equalizer. I felt like people were gonna struggle at that, but actually we've had like at least 2 first tries if I remember correctly now. So that's actually quite insane.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my map kills and it just doesn't work. It just works at the 5th time or something like that you tried. That's what normally happens if you are in a run situation, but BigDeutch just clutched it out.
I'm really interested. I'm not sure if he's on PB pace right now, but it can very well be that BigDeutch is actually like very close to PBing as far as I know. Is he?
I think his PB is 18:15 or something like that.
18:15 or something? We'll see. We'll see.
He's definitely behind his PB, but it's still an amazing time. So close to his PB.
True. He's behind. I just now saw the time. Henrik now catching up in Willow as well.
So all eyes on Henrik.
Pretty funny story here. BigDeutch lost one of his last PBs.
Oh no, yeah.
One of his last PBs to crawl. And it was really funny because
if you aren't tapped in the game, because meanwhile in the cutscene you can tap out and the cutscene still will play if you have the settings right. BigDeutch tapped out on his game, on his last PB, and he forgot to tap in before check they're holding right. So he lost like 10 seconds to crawl because he didn't hold right.
That was a quite funny clip which happened from that.
And then he beat by 0.1 seconds instead of 11 seconds.
Yeah, 0.1. I mean, it's a PB, right?
Yeah, sure, but still.
Wow, BigDeutch actually finishing, I think, even closer to his PB than LYX yesterday. He's within 20 seconds again, right now.
Yeah.
Within 20 seconds of his PB, he finished. That's really impressive.
And Henrik got the unlucky clip back into Willow. Oh no. This only happens if you launch a little bit too steep to the bottom of this particular triangle out of bounds section. I believe it's a triangle section, right?
Yeah. Definitely very well played from BigDeutch. That's an impressive run. Let's see if Henrik's gonna get the first try map kill as well. That would be insane.
I hope at least. It's all I can give him.
Oh wow!
Ooh, he got the clip.
What?
That's nice. Can he get the fast kill? Is the question. And
there we go.
Nice.
What is? No, is this the reset? Yes, that's it. Okay, we got it. That's wow. I'm just impressed. I didn't think everyone was going to first try their map kills. What the?
Getting map kill first try is really pog. It's really nice.
This is really impressive. Like, in NMG, when you're grinding NMG, and I think I can speak out of experience on that, you lose a lot of runs to map kill. If you're on pace, ahead of your PB, or just under pressure, in general, it's so hard to get the trick consistent and actually do the trick in like 15 seconds, which is the optimal time you wanna do it in. It's so hard, and it lost so many PBs for me. It's really impressive that they just both first tried it here.
Ooh. And I just see he's 13 seconds in. Wow. BigDeutch just 13 seconds
Actually,
off his
13
PB.
seconds?
Yeah. It's really amazing. Oh
That's
my god.
actually even closer to his PB than LYX was. LYX actually PB'd today as well, so yeah.
And we just gonna wait till Henrik finishes the last cutscene walk, right? And then we can interview the runners.
Yeah.
Because both got map kill first try. I'm really wondering what they are thinking about it.
Alright, I think BigDeutch is already ready to get into the interview room. And are we fine to move him yet? We'll see in a second. Henrik now finishing crawl as well. Looking like 22:30 or something, 22:20 I think.
40 seconds when you can move. Yeah, it's about a 22:20. Because I timed it because I didn't want to calculate when I killed Shriek.
Yeah, I
so-
always found it was a little interesting if you don't exactly know.
It's about 40 seconds to 41 seconds when you can start walking.
All right, I think we're just gonna move BigDeutch now in for a little after interview, right?
Yeah, sure. You can move in.
All right. Hello, BigDeutch. That was
Hey, how's it going?
an impressive run. You're like 13 seconds off of your PB, or what?
Was I real? Oh wow. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't even look because for the mosquito room was so bad, and yeah. But then all
Yeah,
the
that
clips just
mosquito's
worked.
room was really
was
bad
just
in the
like-
beginning.
Like every clip was first try or second try, and it was unreal. GG to Henrik. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought I was for sure behind, and then it all just
It
kind
was
of.
You were in the beginning. Henrik messed up dash to sword a bit.
Okay.
And then you were catching up because Henrik missed like a lot of the. He didn't get the clip at first, and then voided
think-
once, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
He died once and voided once, yeah. Henrik.
Okay. Yeah. No, Dash the Sword went well, and then from there it was just like I was really nervous. I was like surprisingly nervous. So yeah, it went well.
No,
I told you in the pre-game chat that we were gonna worry about mosquito room. So
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, both of you had a really rough time in Mosquito Room when we were talking about it. And Henrik here now as well. Hi, Henrik.
Hello, Ted.
Hello, Henrik.
hey, Henrik, GG, buddy.
Yeah, GG.
Really good game from both of you.
BigDeutch just finished an impressive run, like
Yeah, it was a
within
really good one.
within 15 seconds of his PB or something. So,
Yeah, that was a decent run, indeed.
and the best of it, you just both first tried map kill clip. That's
Yeah, and
Totally.
with the cutscene skip too. Eh?
both
Yeah, with the-
both of you. That's so incredible. I was
Um,
like, okay, that Shriek is gonna be like a big equalizer. Anyone who's ahead probably has the pressure on Shriek and is gonna probably choke a bit there. But we've
Yeah.
only seen
Yeah.
really good Shrieks in this tournament so far, I feel like.
Both
The
just first tried it.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I think everybody's been practicing a lot lately because we just found that clip too, right? So I think
Yeah,
that
I think
might be-
generally you want to. This is a big. This is a most important thing you would practice for the tournament as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we should
You know,
practice
this is
with
pretty
Speedrunning.
So, but BigDeutch,
Yeah.
as you did Willow Clip and you knew you had to do map kill, you just walk up to Shriek's arena. What did you feel in this moment?
I was thinking in my head about what I do, what I should do if I fail. So, but I have my strat for first try, which is the jumping dash and then like the regular setup. And then I've been practicing with the 3/ setup. So you dash 3 slashes, and down slash. And it's been more consistent, but it's slower. So I wanted to go for the fast one first, and luckily it worked out. And then just making sure I waited for the gravity well to kind of pull me in so that I was in the right position, you know?
Yeah, that's always important because if you don't wait, you just can't clip.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, it was really weird with the dash to sword. Like when I dashed out by accident, I by accident dashed back in and got on top of the collider again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looked really rough. You were like really far ahead of BigDeutch in the beginning at first. But then you had like your troubles with Dasher Sword, and BigDeutch was able to catch up, and he just did a perfect Dasher Sword first try everything.
For some reason, I got the most nerves like the first minute of the game. Like I couldn't pick up EXP and.
Yeah, the tournament nerves are definitely something you have to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know. I was so surprised how nervous I was, but I guess it's like, yeah, I've only run this game like 500 times. I don't know. You know?
Yeah, I think like Henrik was a bit more nervous. We've seen you at Silent Woods, Henrik.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened to you? Yeah.
In Silent Woods, did I have that many mistakes in Silent Woods?
Yeah, on your way to feeding grounds.
Oh yeah, to my way on the feeding grounds with the spikes.
That was like the big separator for both of you in the run.
Oh yeah. I lost all my energy, and then I had to get back my energy somehow, and then I just choked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Getting through
you
there,
also didn't
getting
get
through
that
section. With
You also didn't get the extra save point there, right? And you got reset back from the end of Silent Woods back to that one beginning, which is really rough.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I had I had max energy, so I didn't care for take that save point. But then I dropped down and died. So maybe I should remember to take that save points in races at least, just for safety. But I had full energy, so I didn't see any reason to like reset or take the save at all.
Yeah, in normal runs you wouldn't take it, that's for sure. But in something like a tournament setting, a race setting, I would always be on the safe side.
I'm coming back strong from the losers bracket. I'm still gonna win it all. So
yeah, sure. Gates are open for you, Henrik.
Henrik, I was very nervous to race you because of your time. So there's definitely, I think you're a big threat in that bracket.
Yeah, he is a veteran overall. You know.
Yeah,
he was there since day one. I feel like.
Yeah, probably. Isn't my time on the leaderboard still without map kill also?
I think it's still the time without map kill, so it's even more impressive that you're still.
Wait, you got an 18-15 without map kill?
Yeah, that's an 18-15 without map kill.
Oh my god.
That was a really good run. Just without map kill yet.
Yeah,
map
also
kill,
I lost like 14 seconds to Willow in that run, so it could easily have been down 17 without map kill also.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. I think
I did the swag strat for skipping the coup cutscene. I don't know if anybody saw that.
You mean the last before feeding
the
grounds,
backflip?
right?
Yeah, I saw that. I was proud, and I think Phobos in the chat was proud as well.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Well, GG, Henrik. GG.
Yeah, GG.
It was a real nice race between you two guys. It was somewhat close in the beginning, and then BigDeutch zoomed
So the next race now will be Abra against Snow.
Yes.
Yeah, the next race is gonna be happening tomorrow. Tomorrow at 23:30 p.m. GMT. So, not tomorrow. I'm sorry, on
It's
Monday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is not Monday yet. And there's gonna be Snowstorm versus Abra, which is gonna be interesting as well, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are really good players. Abra has been absent for a little bit, and Snow has gotten much better lately. So it
Much
will be
better
interesting.
lately, and also
He even
very,
got a
very
17.
cool to mention that he's the only top runner in NMG who actually plays with controller. So
Purely controller.
So controller guys have someone to roost for. It will be Snow.
I mean, I do play with controller, but I'm not on his level. Snow is just, I don't know, he is insane. Doing all this with just controller.
Yeah, it's insane. It's hard to believe.
all right, I think we're then ready to head off. I think, right?
Yeah, it's insane. It's hard to believe. I think so.
We just need the okay from Luster.
All right.
All right then. Thanks
see you
everyone
guys
for watching, and see you on Monday. Hopefully, a woman's gonna watch that race as well. Also, if you want to see the bracket, I think I posted the bracket in the Ori Discord in the stream chat as well. I can post it in the current stream chat once too. So if you want to look at the brackets, there should be the times updated as well. So yeah.
See you guys.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a nice day. Thanks for coming to the event. We really appreciate every watcher because Ori has really to grow. This is a great game, and we want to make it more accessible to the masses to speedrun. So maybe if you have interest in speedrunning, you can just join our Ori Speedrun Discord and maybe learn a few things and speedrun it yourself.
Yeah, it's a great community, and it would be great to be a part of
So who am I going to fight in the losers bracket? Vayne or Fullboots?
it.
He already is ready for the next run.
Yes, I'm ready for you all.
He's itching.
No, all the nerves have cooled down, and I'm ready.
Okay. Better luck
All
next time, I guess.
Yes, yes. I see.
Yeah, okay. So this was it from me. If any one of you still has something to say, it would be nice, or I don't know.
All right.
if you-
Bye. I'm done as well.
Good,
Bye,
Good
guys.
night and goodbye.
See you in Grand Final Bay.